Merry Christmas, everyone.
It's our last episode of the year. Let's have some fun.
We're tackling the big questions this week. Who were the best movie and TV Santas of all time?
And what was the best movie of 2024?
Our movie battle is The Night Before versus Office Christmas Party.
We've got the Boneheads for Bonehead Weekly coming up.
And much more. Hey. It's Good Movie Monday. You're home for nerdy cinematic ramblings. I'm Ben Helwig, and this is Glenn Cochran.
That's me. Hey, everyone. Merry Christmas.
I'm loving that vest.
I am a present you can unwrap me later.
Oh, I will. Why don't you take us through what people need to do?
Okay, well, they start with the top
help us
button.
out.
Oh, okay.
To help us out on the podcast.
I get what you're putting down. All right, so go to goodmoviemonday.com. From there's a link to all of our social medias. Our Facebook is the one you really should go to. We've got a support us tab as well. That is where you can just chip in a little bit of money. Helps us with production costs and keeping up the maintenance of everything.
Keeps those love pillows fresh.
That is right.
Pillows.
After this week's show, we're on a hiatus for a while, so keep coming back. I'll try to drop some stuff on the Facebook platform throughout the break.
We will be. We've got at least one bonus episode prepped.
Yep, that'll be in the new year, but before we come back,
Yeah.
we come back in the first week of March. So,
and if the past is anything to go by, we'll get a little antsy in that break, and we'll probably something else will come up, and we'll be like, oh, well, let's just do that.
And look, I wonder if there are people that have been following us for a couple of years that are expecting the Christmas episode that we usually do, where we have everybody in. The episode we're going to do after New Year's is more like that. It's not going to be all in at once, but we do have the whole gang in for a good chat about the year that was, and it'll be fun.
Look, after last year, I think we had the fuck room, and then people were weirded out by the fact that people were fucking in it, and don't come to a party with a fuck room and then be freaked out that people are fucking in it.
That's right, and I guess they were disappointed when they opened their present.
I know I was, but I was disappointed when I opened my present.
So yes, anyhow, yes, goodmoviemonday.com. Buy some merch. We've got merch there, t-shirts and mugs, and we've got some whiskey glasses and things like that. So fun stuff. Hey, we've got Christmas bobble drinks. Look at that. Oh, it's dripping. That's just condensation. It's not shit. It's not a shit glass.
It's wet.
Yep. Anyway, how's things been, mate?
They've been pretty good. I think we've both been to the cinema a little bit over the last couple of weeks, which is kind of a reprieve from the last week's show where we kind of hadn't been. But I think we're both kind of ready to not.
Yes. Let's just call it what it is. It's burnout.
It's burnout, yeah. For a movie podcast, we're both looking forward to not going to the cinema for a little while.
And look, to contextualize that, it's more like I am done with working all day and then going to these things, then coming home and working on them before I even get any kind of downtime for the day. So, yeah, spent is the word for it. But I did get to IMAX the other day and saw the new Avatar, Fire and Ash, James Cameron's new Part 3. It's a new, big, expensive cartoon.
I've seen some reviewers say it's the best of the bunch.
They're lying.
Which, I mean, look, even if they were true, I just don't care.
No. Look, I hated it. I really did. There was maybe 35 to 40 minutes. There's one sequence inside the industrial complex that was pure classic James Cameron. That had me. I'm here for this. But the rest of it, if you saw the second film, you've seen this film. It's exactly the same.
It's one of the few films where you can go, it's got a really good hour and a half and then a really bad hour and a half.
Look, I'm still of the theory, if James Cameron had just taken all 5 of his concepts for Avatar and put them into one 3-hour movie, he'd have a banger. He'd have a banger. Because that first one, really, in my opinion, should have just been a one and done. It was a great world building thing. It pioneered some technology, but now it's just fatigue. The best thing about this movie, when I saw it at IMAX, is we got just over 2 hours into it, and there was still an hour and a bit to go. It's a 3.5-hour movie, and suddenly, blackout in the museum complex where IMAX is.
James Cameron would break shit.
He would have been furious, and so it was only a 10-minute interruption, right? However, the sound kept going, but the video didn't. my wife and I are like, have you seen enough? Yep, seen enough. We went home. Actually, tell a lie. We walked into the city, we had some dinner, and then we went home. It was also the same night. We didn't realise the train line was down and the buses were full, so we had to wait for our son to come and pick us up from the city. We didn't get home till after midnight. But thanks fucking night. James Cameron. Yeah.
Still a good night.
Anyway, so I don't recommend Avatar Fire and Ash. However, if you're one of those nuts that just absolutely loves them, like really, really loves them, then you're going to get it.
Was it in 3D again?
It was. And look, I just don't dig 3D. It's impressive and all, but it takes me out of it, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
It's supposed to immerse you in it, but it takes me out of it. Anyway, what did you see?
Fair enough. I saw a couple of films. I went to see Rental Family, which the new Brendan Fraser film, which I believe is hitting cinemas in Australia on Boxing Day.
I kind of regret not going to this one because once again the burnout got me and I just couldn't do it. But
it is a lovely film. Look, it is definitely kind of emotionally manipulative. Like, it's tugging on the heartstrings. It's doing all the right things. But you just don't care. It's just a lovely, film. Like I really enjoyed it. Basically, Brendan Fraser is an actor working in Japan. He's been there for 7 years. He speaks pretty good Japanese, I have to say. Like, all props to him. But he's struggling, and then he gets a job with this company who. His first gig is Sad American at a funeral. These people who for whatever reason they have to fake something in their lives, and so they hire actors to play the parts. Like there's like a lesbian who wants to get married. It doesn't want to tell her parents that she's a lesbian, so she marries Brendan Fraser, and then they're moving to Canada, where she can
problem solved.
Where she can be with her girlfriend. And there's a mother and a daughter character. There's an aging actor. There's all sorts of things, and then there's the guys who run the actual business, including Takahiro Hira, who is fast becoming one of my favorite Japanese actors. He was in Shogun. He was in that Netflix series, which I can't remember the name of, Ihihara or something like that. It's two names, two words in the name. But yeah, it's just lovely. Like, really, I highly recommend it. It's great.
I was interested when you said that. You're surprised that he spoke good Japanese. I wonder how much you can get away with AI these days. You can just fake it. You could just digitize the lips, digitize the voice, and give him an accent. Or make him talk a whole other language.
Yeah. It worked really well. There's no subtitles in the film.
Yep.
You don't really find out but they all speak English. Like it was just a lovely film.
Cool.
I also went to see Christy, which I think isn't coming out here until January 8th, but it's an interesting film.
It's the new Sydney Sweeney one.
The new Sydney Sweeney one, directed by David Michaud. It's Ben Foster, Ethan Embry turns up.
Yeah.
Merritt Weaver plays her mother, who is the villain of the film. Despite, like, Ben Foster is her. If you know anything about the I can't remember what her actual name, Christy Wilson or something like that.
Okay.
It's based on a real life person. She was one of the kind of first big female boxers when the sport was kind of introduced to the kind of national stage in the US. And she marries her trainer, and then when she wants to leave, he basically tries to kill her.
Yeah, right.
Look, there's been a lot of criticism about this film. It tanked at the box office in the US. I don't think that should be a factor in whether or not you see it. It is pretty good. Sydney Sweeney is very watchable, even though in this she's essentially playing a pretty unlikable person.
Yeah, okay.
Like, it is an odd role, and is she miscast? Maybe a little, but I think she gives it a go. Ben Foster is. Like, I really like Ben Foster. I've got a lot of time for him. But his character is possibly the weirdest character, and that's saying something.
Has he got like a fake bald cap on in this one?
He's got a major comb over, which is great, and she gives him shit about it at one point in the film, for which he then beats the shit out of her because of it. Jesus. But it is what she says to him is pretty funny. But he has this, like, considering he's a boxing trainer.
Yeah.
He's got this, like, really kind of couch potato, kind of walk. Like, he's really slow. He waddles. He's got this big gut.
Yeah.
He's like, I mean,
well past his prime.
Yeah. He's such a weird guy. But yeah, look, the story is pretty interesting. And the boxing scenes, when it first started and she's in the fight, it just looks like someone just doing this.
Yeah.
But then you realise that that is how she started. Like she just went for fun for this competition. She was a basketball player, but she was kind of constantly told by her coaches that she was too aggressive.
Yeah.
And so she just went into this, at the county fair kind of thing, this strongest woman competition. But it turns out she's actually really good, and then she gets training, and then it still does look a bit like this, but it's no Rocky. But
you said it. It tanked in the US. It's so easy these days for decent films to tank. Like when they're up against major tentpole blockbusters. Yeah, and really that's what people want at the cinemas.
And despite Ruby Rose's comments to the contrary, I can't imagine her in this role. I do not think her as Christy would have been any good. No way.
Okay. And I'm all for Sydney Sweeney at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
Excellent. Well, don't want to bring it on down. I was wondering if we could have a bit of a conversation before we move on to Terrific TV Tuesday. There's been so much shit happening in the world lately, like really bad shit, and we couldn't have this episode without addressing Rob Reiner, pay a little bit of tribute to the great man. An absolute legend, and you've always, I've always thought about Rob Reiner and just loved nearly everything he's put out. But it's only now that you really look at the standard of film that he put out.
Yeah,
what an incredible filmmaker, and what an incredible run he had. Like from
his first film.
Yeah, he came out of the gates with Spinal Tap, and pioneered a genre. He practically gave us the mockumentary, the rockumentary, if you will.
Yeah.
Then A Sure Thing came after that. Stand By Me, and then went on to Princess Bride.
When Harry Met Sally, Misery, A Few Good Men.
Yeah.
I think North was probably the only misstep, which there's that great, have you seen that footage of him at the awards, reading Roger Ebert's review? and it's just, I hate this movie and hate Rob Reiner and hate everything about it. And then Rob Reiner's going, look, it's not bad when you think about it.
Well, look, I've seen him also, someone's asked him about, the turkeys he's made. He's like, well, I still love turkey. And I think North is a perfectly fine movie. It's fun. I really get a kick out of that. It's a, what do you call it, magic realism movie. Yeah. I like that genre. Hadn't really been fully realised at the time. I think maybe it would have played a bit better now.
Maybe it's just ahead of its time. That was it.
Yeah. Look at
American President. I love that film.
It
spawned. The West Wing is responsible. It's responsible for the West Wing.
Yeah, for sure. And I think
the Bucket List I really liked.
Yeah, look, I really can't fault any of the movies he's made. There are obviously some better than others. Yeah. But even he did one called Flipped, which is around 2005 or something. That was fantastic. And look, what a weird circumstance it is that his final film would be Spinal Tap 2.
Yeah.
Bookended first and last. And Spinal Tap 2 was a fantastic sequel. It was it's going to be in my top 10 for the year, and it's one of the best comedies of the last 5 years.
Write that down so I know.
That's right. And it's one of the best comedies I've seen in recent years. It's a strong note for him to go out on, and it really pays tribute to his legacy.
I know, when I jumped on IMDb, when I was researching his filmography, and there's still, in production movies and stuff, and you're just like, oh no.
Well, you also look at, you can go, I think maybe it's
in development, I should say.
You can go into projects that never got off the ground. He had 20 movies he tried to get off the ground. So think about that. And this probably applies to so many filmmakers. You're like, well, why haven't they made all these movies, over the years? It's like, well, maybe they tried, and just stuff doesn't work out.
Yeah, people don't automatically just write you checks for $20 million
That's right.
or $100 million to make your film.
Imagine the heartbreak of having to just park something and move on to the next, Who was it? I think it was it Clayton Jacobson, the Aussie director that did Kenny, that said, for every one movie you get off the ground, 20 are sitting on the floor?
Yeah. No, he said, at any given time you've got 10 projects on the go, take the two that you're most passionate about, throw them away, they'll never get made.
Yeah, that's right.
Look at the one that you think is the least likely, so you develop it the least, and that's the one that happens.
Yeah. So anyway, Rob Reiner, what a tragedy.
Yeah.
It's Terrific TV Tuesday, the only Tuesday TV segment that drops on a Monday.
It's been an interesting week for TV this week, only because we're so close to the end of the year that no new shows are really launching. Mm-hmm. So I don't know about you, but I've had to take a step back and look at a couple. I looked at a couple of older TV shows. Yes. And I found one that I'd kind of gone past time and time again and just thought, nah, this is going to be cheesy. Nah, I'm not watching it. And I thought, this time I was like, to hell with it. I got an hour to kill. Why not?
All right.
So I watched this TV show called Almost Paradise.
I know this. I don't think I've seen it, but I'm pretty sure I know of it.
It stars Christian Kane, who is, if you look him up, you'll recognize him. He's Angelina Jolie's baseball playing boyfriend in Life or something like it.
All right.
But he's in like Leverage and
I do know
bunch
this one.
of other stuff. He's very much for the most part he's very much a TV actor, but he's in a lot of stuff.
Gotcha.
And this show is basically a crime of the week type show.
Wouldn't be a Ben recommendation if it wasn't.
If it wasn't, no. And he plays he's a former DEA agent who's had to quit because he's got heart trouble.
Yeah.
And he's under a lot of stress and stuff. So he retires when his first case, he went to this island in the Philippines that had this like secluded little beach. So he spent all his money buying this gift shop on the beach, and he moves there. When he gets there, it's actually now the site of this major kind of luxury hotel.
Yeah.
And there's people everywhere, and he's like, ugh. And the gift shop that he's bought is like a hovel. And it's
a classic trope.
Yeah. His only source of income is the government, the disability checks. But to get the disability checks, his doctor has to sign off.
Yeah.
And she wants him to do a bunch of like relaxation things and keep an aggression journal every time he's constantly wearing a heart rate monitor and stuff. And of course, while he's there, he keeps bumping into like people from his past, like criminals that he recognizes, or he spots drug deals going on, and he can't help but get involved.
Yeah, right.
And he teams up with two local cops. One of them played by this woman, Samantha Rochelle, who is the most unlikely police officer of all time. She is like bikini model, kind of gorgeous, and drops trow. I mean, in a bikini, she doesn't get naked, but she literally she hops into a bikini at the moment's notice. Like, it's one of those, those tropes and things where the bad guys come, so they pretend to be kissing.
Oh yeah,
but the bad guy comes and she's just like, I'm in a bikini. Yeah. But I'm trying to think of that Martin. What's that TV show with the name has just gone out of my head, with Martin Donovan and Bruce Campbell and
Burn Notice?
Burn Notice.
Yeah.
It is basically Burn Notice.
Okay.
But with a DEA agent.
Yeah.
Instead. Very much you can just tune into any episode. It doesn't matter. It's one of those. You don't have to know what's been going on in the previous episode. There's no real big follow-through story. It's just like a really good, the perfect kind of Christmas break TV show, because you just sit back and relax. And if you stop paying attention for half an hour, it does not matter.
Yeah. All right. Cool.
You'll miss out on some great bikini action, but that's about it.
Haha. Well, I sort of had a theme coming into this. I wanted to keep things very Christmas, right? So I went back. But the problem is, and I have a bit of a theme here to go into some Christmas stuff, but in the last couple of days, a fairly recent show has caught my attention that I wanted to just quickly touch upon, called Irish Blood with Alicia Silverstone. Have you seen this?
I have seen this.
I'm enjoying it. I'm only maybe 4 episodes in. I think there's only 2 more to go, to be honest with you. But it's a nice little murder mystery kind of show.
Yeah, I think I was 2 episodes.
I'm really enjoying this Alicia Silverstone revival.
The Renaissance.
And she's good in this. Like, she really is. And it's essentially, she's an American divorce lawyer that spent her entire life angry at her father for walking out on her when she was 10 years old. She gets a mysterious phone call with a cryptic clue inviting her to Ireland, involving her father. And when she gets there, no spoiler, it's in the first 15 minutes, he's dead.
Yep.
And he's left her all these clues, to
like a video saying, if I'm dead, I did not,
kill myself.
So
it's not an accident. Yeah. And look, it gets very dark, but it's an odd balance of light and dark. Like, the humor in it is kind of doesn't quite fit, but
Yeah.
when the humour hits, it's still funny, if you know what I mean. And that's sort of what keeps it from being a really good show, is it just doesn't quite gel.
The thing that struck me as odd, and you can tell me if it gets better as the show goes on, is the reaction of her grandmother.
Gets way better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because at first she's incredibly pissed off that he didn't tell, that her son didn't tell her that she had a grandchild, because she's always wanted grandchildren.
Yeah.
But then she has one, and she's super cold. And
they have a moment that changes everything, and it's quite nice. Anyway,
but then you find out that she's the killer.
I haven't got that far yet. So look, I think it's worth a shot if you've got time off over the break. Give it a look. But I wanted to come into this with more of a Christmas theme because we are last episode Christmassy and all that.
Christmas is right around the corner.
It didn't quite work out the way I wanted because I wanted to go back and watch all of those classic Christmas specials, the cartoon ones, right? Mm-hmm. I wanted to watch the Flintstones Christmas, the Jetsons Christmas. None of them are easy to come by. So
you know what I really wanted to watch?
What's that?
There was a Puppetoon TV. I don't even know if it was a full movie, but like a TV made for TV something. I don't know how long it went, but it's the story of Santa Claus. Like it's Saint
I know
Nick.
the one. I know the one. Yeah,
I could not find it for the life of me.
A lot of these
find it on IMDb.
A lot of these are really hard to come by.
Yeah.
The only ones
like Rankin and Bass.
The only ones that you can get easily are like Garfield Christmas and Charlie Brown Christmas, and they're good. The Garfield one's quite fun. But instead, what I did, I just went straight to an old favourite of mine. You and I, we share a love for that Jiminy Cricket's Fabulous Fables, Fairy Tales and Other Wonderful Stories.
Certainly.
Right? There's another one I was obsessed with at the same time, which has a bit of in it, and it's Mickey's Christmas Carol. Did you ever watch that?
I remember. I've got the video. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember anything more than that.
I'm going to go out there and say it's the best adaptation of A Christmas Carol that there is.
Is Scrooge McDuck?
Mm-hmm. Is Scrooge? Yep, absolutely. Mickey Mouse is Bob Cratchit. Let me go through the characters for you. The ghost of Jacob Marley is Goofy. Hilarious with the chains clanking. The ghost of Christmas Past is Jiminy Cricket. Hold on now. Not too tight now. The ghost of Christmas Present is Willie the Giant. Remember Willie the Giant? Always got a cigar in his mouth.
Yeah.
The ghost of Christmas Future is Pete, which was another arch nemesis of he's one that
he's the one with the thing. He's the bulldog or something.
That's
the
one.
Yeah.
Yes, that's right. Oh no, Willie the Giant's from Jack and the Beanstalk, like one of those cartoons.
Yeah.
And then Clarence Natch is Donald Duck. So it's only 25 minutes long. But it's just, I reckon it's the ultimate Christmas Carol. Everything about it works. It just pops in it. Maybe it's my nostalgia for it. I know it back to front.
Yeah.
But watching it, having seen all these other adaptations over the years, this is the best.
Yeah, what I really wanted to watch, but I couldn't because it doesn't exist, is Robert Goulet's Cajun Country Christmas from Scrooge. From Scrooge? Yeah, Scrooge.
That's right.
Yeah.
I mean,
you're watching the clips on YouTube going, I just want to see it. Like,
Scrooge is like up there with the greats of Christmas Carol, but I'm talking more in the traditional sense, adapting it. But it's just fun. It's so. I was reading about it as I'm watching it, and I read that Siskel and Ebert, I don't know why they reviewed it. It's 25 minutes long, right? But they did. Yeah. Maybe it got a theatrical release before a feature or something.
Yeah.
But they both came down hard on it because, like, why is it a Mickey's Christmas Carol? It should be, Scrooge.
Yes, Mickey's Carol. The minor character.
That's right. But that's the reason they hated it.
Yeah.
Like, you're also not 6 years old, guys. Like, you're middle-aged men.
The more, as I grow older, the less... And I mean, we're not really film critics, but the more you kind of think, these guys, like every arsehole has, opinions are like arseholes. Everyone has one.
Once upon a time, they made or broke a movie. Yeah. That's the difference between now and then.
Yeah.
The studios
I think
relied on it.
Yeah, now people are more savvy when you're like, well, I don't care if you liked it. It interests me. I'm going to check it out.
That's why I don't consider what I do film criticism in any way, shape, or form. I'm just an entertainment writer. I don't think the critic actually sways anybody anymore.
Yeah, look, and if anyone who's listened to this show before and has listened to me talk about any film, there is zero analysis. I just struggle with the plot.
Or you don't struggle with the plot. That's the problem.
Yeah.
Not the easiest things to drink out of, Ben.
No, little hand grenades.
Yeah, they drip. They're it's like holding a coconut or a toffee apple.
I do like when you hold
upside down. It's a toffee apple.
When you hold a glass like that, it always makes me feel like I should be in a smoking jacket, and it's like a sifter of
with the eyebrow raised.
A sifter of brandy or something.
There you go. Anyway, what are we up to in the show, Ben?
Because I'm an adult. We are going to talk about our Mount Rushmore of Santas.
Yeah.
So now there's 5 faces on Mount Rushmore.
There's 4 faces.
Is there 4 faces?
Yeah. You're gonna have to
count.
You're gonna have to cull one. Oh no,
that's very easy for me to do.
All right.
And that will give me something for because I was like literally just the 5 Santas I could think of that I remembered, and then I was like, what do I have nothing for my honourable mentions.
You know what this segment means too. It means we've got no interview.
Yeah, that's right.
Right, so we've got to fill some space here, and I just thought, hey, we're doing a Christmas episode. Let's talk about some great Santa Claus representations in film and or television. I think mine are all film, but I don't mind you going into the television direction. I've
only really got, well, funnily enough, the TV Santa that I wanted to talk about, I couldn't find. There's an episode
too obscure
of The Good Wife where they're in a court case and they're interviewing a witness to a crime.
Yeah.
And the guy looks like Santa Claus, and he's a department store. Santa Claus is kind of his Christmas job. But then, of course, it comes out that he has been fired a couple of times for a little drink, and also he played Santa Claus in a porno movie called Ho Ho Ho's.
Fantastic.
and when he gets busted, it's a great bit of television.
Right, so
so all the rest of mine are movies.
What we'll do is we'll each have a Rushmore, right? So you've got your Rushmore on the screen.
Yep.
I've got my Rushmore on the screen. Let's put some Santas on it.
All right. I'm going to be curious to see if there's some overlap.
That's okay.
I have a sneaking suspicion that at least one of these
100% there will be. I've got some runners up too.
Okay.
Yeah, so let's both go with our first one. Do you want me to go first?
Yeah, do it.
David Huddleston, the GOAT from Santa Claus the movie.
Yeah.
The greatest Santa of them all, I think. He's, I don't know, it's his temperament, he's lovable.
He's putting up with that fucking asshole Dudley Moore.
He is, but he's also like, he's a new Santa. He gives you the origins of, how Santa came to be. It's nostalgic for me. And I love the fact that when he's off duty, he's wearing a green Santa suit.
Well, that's the original Santa before Coca-Cola got their grubby little mitts into him.
That's right. So
Santa Claus.
That is my number one.
Well, my number one is Richard Attenborough from the remake of Miracle on 34th Street.
So I've got him too. So boom, we'll put him on both of them.
Like, and I don't get me wrong, I love the original Miracle on 34th Street, but for some reason I've seen the remake more.
Sure. I look, this is true. I think that the original is the better version, but he's the better Santa. He's the better character.
Yeah.
The original one just doesn't have that same lightness.
It was I loved it. I mean, it was either a Bill Collins or an Ivan Hutchinson kind of thing when it was a midday movie on TV when I was a kid, and I thought it was great. I thought the whole, all the mail coming from Santa was such a clever gimmick or twist in the film and stuff, and I loved it. But I also, it's one of the few times where I've watched the remake and going, this is just as good.
Yeah, it is.
It's on par.
It's really good. The original is the only movie that I would argue the colorized version's better.
Yeah.
I never go for the colorized version, but it's done so well and it adds a magic touch to that film.
Yeah.
But the remake, it's an interesting cast. Was it Elizabeth Perkins
and Dylan McDermott?
Dylan McDermott, that's right.
Yeah. Hardware.
And little Mara, little Matilda, what's her name?
Matilda, yeah.
Mara Wilson.
Mara Wilson?
Yep. Yeah,
it's like just little Ricky Lake in my
head.
Yeah,
she was the Macaulay Culkin of her time.
She's the Curly Sue.
Yeah,
she's the Curly Sue of her time.
That was a John Hughes script. That one. Yeah. Cool. Well, there we go. We've doubled up on that one, which is good.
Yeah.
And then I've got Billy Bob Thornton as Bad Santa.
Me too. That's my second one as well.
Okay, excellent. I mean, what's not to love about that?
What's not to love about a man who dedicates himself to the big and tall section?
Do you reckon that role of his has informed nearly every character he's done since.
I think so.
Landman is Bad Santa without the gear.
Yeah, School for Scoundrels.
Yeah, that's right.
Everything.
Mr. Woodchuck.
Yeah. Anything before that, like Armageddon and I mean, he's pretty funny in Tombstone.
Pushing Tin, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, Pushing Tin, Daddy and... Is it Us, Daddy and Them? Or
Daddy and Me or whatever. Yeah, that's the one he directed with Jim Varney in it.
Yeah.
Because him and Jim Varney were mates.
Yeah, well, of course they were.
Yeah.
They're two peas in a pod.
Came from the same neck of the woods.
Have you noticed... I don't know why I'm paying attention to this, but the one thing I've noticed about him, because he's so rail thin... He just has absolutely no ass. Every time I see him in Landman, I'm like, how are those jeans staying up, man? There is... It goes from his back to his legs.
Well, you know his pant... It's not a secret anymore, but you know his pants story? He wears women's jeans. That's because someone says, like, you always look so, distinguished and, so iconic in your pants. What do you do that others are not? He said, they're women's. They fit so tight.
Mum jeans, yeah. Wear mum jeans.
Ain't got no ass in it.
Yeah. He's got no ass.
Yeah, that's a bit of a Sling Blade reference there for all of you. If you know, you know. All right, cool. So that's my three: David Huddleston, Billy Bob Thornton, Richard Attenborough, and then I'm going to end with Mel Gibson in Fat Man.
Yes, right. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
really loved his take on it.
Yeah.
He's almost like a Bad Santa type as well.
Yeah.
He's just he's almost like a David Crockett type. The North Pole is essentially a ranch. And he defends it like he's fucking John McClane.
Yeah.
From Bad Guys. It's just a fun movie. It's a nice take on the character, and yeah, he gets my number 4 ranking.
Well, my number 3 is Tim Allen in Santa Claus 2.
Oh, okay.
Which I've seen way too many times, more times than I saw. I actually saw Santa Claus 2 before I saw the Santa Claus.
I am not a fan of that series.
Oh,
do not like it.
I do like part 2. Loved it. And my number 4, my final spot, goes to Dan Aykroyd from Trading Places as Bum Santa. I love it.
Yeah, it's a great image too.
And it's just, he's he becomes the scene where he's on the train and going through his beard looking for food.
How amazing was Dan Aykroyd in his heyday?
Yeah.
Like the Dan Aykroyd now is nothing compared to that.
Yeah.
That's a good choice. He's not even on my runners-up. So do you have runners-up?
I've only got one.
Okay.
And that was David Harbour in Silent Night.
Oh, right. They're doing number 2. Next Christmas we've got number 2 coming.
I'm looking forward to that.
Yeah, no, that's a pretty good one. He's the perfect guy for it.
Yeah.
It's John Wick Santa style.
Like, really, you kind of think anyone who's played Hellboy should also be able to play Santa. Like, I would like to see... what's his name play it? The original Hellboy.
Ron Perlman.
Ron Perlman.
Yeah, but you know what? David Harbour's Santa is very similar to Mel Gibson's Santa as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The one I haven't seen, which there's a couple on this list that I'm sure I would have, John Favreau from Santa Sleigh.
Yeah.
And stuff. But I much to my chagrin, I have not seen it.
Yeah. No, fair enough. You didn't go for Fred Claus, Vince Vaughn?
No, although I did like, because who is it? Fred Claus and who's the
Paul Giamatti is the Santa in that one.
And but which is the one where they kill Santa? Is it they kill Santa and then he has to take his place? I can't remember.
Well, that's the Santa Claus.
No, the movie.
The Tim Allen one.
Is that number 3?
Number 1, they kill Santa and he becomes Santa.
No. There's one where there's like a violent coup and it's.
Okay, don't know.
I'm not sure if it's Martin Short because that is the Santa Claus 3.
Yeah.
But
Jack Frost.
Maybe it's Jack Frost. Yeah. But maybe I can't. Maybe it's the Hebrew Hammer.
Oh yeah, could be.
Because that's when he overthrows him, and it's it's up to the Hebrew Hammer to save Christmas, which is like a really weird. Mm-hmm. I'm not sure. I can't remember. But maybe it is Santa Claus 3.
There are technically 2 Santas in Ernest Saves Christmas, and I think they're both great. One is Douglas Seal, who plays like the OG Santa that is running out of magic and he needs to hand over the torch before 7 o'clock on Christmas Eve, otherwise the magic of Christmas dies. And the guy he hands it to is Oliver Clark, who is he's like David Huddleston from Santa Claus the movie. He's this warm, every kid loves him.
Ernest?
No, Ernest is the guy that helps save Christmas.
Right.
Ernest Saves Christmas is the name of the film, right? Anyway, it's a wonderful movie, obviously, but those two Santas are just great. There's some star power in Ernest Saves Christmas. I didn't realise until the other... When I say star power, I mean to guys like us. To guys like us. You know the little old lady from Police Academy?
Yeah.
Yeah, she's in it. That's star power as far as I'm concerned. If you grew up in the 80s and, she was a staple.
Police Academy was like the top box office grossing film of the year.
I've forgotten his name. The husband from Fried Green Tomatoes, he's a lawyer in like a...
Jim Cronin?
No. He's the... There's two like Laurel and Hardy style characters in the first 2 or 3 Ernest movies, and he's one of them. Right. Gayton someone. He's a Kentucky native.
Not Gayton Grantley. He's the Aussie. He played Carl.
I'm going to look this up because if I don't, it's going to kill me.
A few moments later.
I don't think I'll need that, but let's have a look here. Cast. We have... That's Oliver Clark, the Santa that I liked. But the one I'm thinking of...
Gillard. Okay.
Yeah, Gillard Starlin. Startain.
He looks like...
Startain. He's in so many things, and you'll know him from, like, I think he's in a Clint Eastwood movie, and yeah, he's great. Anyway, so those, and then who else to have? Jim Broadbent in Get Santa. Man, if you've not seen Get Santa, check it out. It's got my favourite fucking Stephen Graham's in it. Fantastic. And
Popping up in everything, that guy.
And how can we leave Larry Drake out of it? That's my TV Santa right there.
He's a great TV Santa. Yeah, I forgot about that.
From Tales from the Crypt.
Psycho Santa.
Yep, the Robert Zemeckis episode. What was it? All Through the Night, I think it's called. Fantastic. So there we go. Well, there we go. We've got our, what do you call a Mount Rushmore of Santas?
Mount Rushmore of Santas?
Okay, there's our Rushmore of Santas.
2024. The city of Lexington, Kentucky starts a new tourism campaign aimed at extraterrestrial travelers by beaming a welcome message into space by an infrared laser. The message includes an excerpt of the Bonehead weekly podcast. So far, no response.
All right, let's do this. 2024.
It's now 19/20/2024. No one will get that gag because it will all have been cut out. But let's talk about the top 10 grossing films from that year.
Do it.
Starting at number 10, Sonic the Hedgehog 3, Kung Fu Panda 4, Godzilla times Kong, The New Empire,
that was fun.
X-Kong, Dune Part 2, Mufasa, The Lion King, Wicked, Despicable Me Part 4, Moana 2, Deadpool and Wolverine, and number 1 was taken out by Inside Out 2.
Didn't they all come out last year?
Yeah, just so recent.
Yes, and this should be the year of all years that I could just go to my top 10 because that was last year.
Last year.
I forgot all of them, and I didn't go back to study. I reckon half of what I've got here, and I think I got about 10 or 11, I reckon half of them would have made my top 10 last year. But let's go through some for the year, I reckon.
Okay, there were some big films that came out last year. Beekeeper, Mean Girls, Joker, Foi de Deux, Argyle, Madam Web, the movie that everyone loved, Drive-Away Dolls, Borderland, Ricky Stenicki.
Oh, yes.
Classic.
Yep. I mean, that should be my top 10, but it's probably not.
I think I put it down.
Alien, Romulus, Borderlands, Harold and the Purple Crayon, The Killer, the David Fincher film, Beetlejuice, Strange Darling, Speak No Evil, the 4:30 movie, the fantastic Kevin Smith one.
Monkey Man, Civil War, Ministry of Ungentlemanly Warfare, Fall Guy, Challengers, Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes, Saturday Night was a big one.
Yes.
A Complete Unknown came out. Horizon, Kevin Costner's first American saga, Gladiator 2, that we had a new Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F movie.
Yep.
Rebel Ridge came out.
It was the year of the Subservience and the Substance and Megalopolis. Christmas movie Red One that came out.
There's a bunch of horror movies. Night Swim, Hundreds of Beavers, which I don't know if it really counts.
It's not a horror.
Not a horror film. The Primevals, which also not really a horror, but Immaculate, Late Night with the Devil, First Omen, Sasquatch Summer, also kind of not a horror film. Abigail, Sting. I saw the TV Glow, Strangers Chapter 1.
Quiet Place. Yep, that's right. Max, you said Maxine. Long Legs.
Trap. The Crow.
Yeah.
Salem's Lot.
Yeah.
The film that you recommended a little while ago, Y2K.
That's in there for sure. And Aussie.
Nosferatu, of course.
Yeah, quite a few Aussie films. The Moo Guy, Force of Nature, which was the Dry 2, Late Night with the Devil, Sting, The Surfer, the Nicolas Cage one, Furiosa, Kid Snow, Runt, Memoir of a Snail, Nugget is Dead, and How to Make Gravy. So that's 2 Christmas ones right there at the tail end. So, yeah, it's an okay year. I remember last year being quite happy with it.
Yeah, it wasn't an embarrassing year.
But how many have I got to guess for you? I've actually got a few. I've got about 10 here I'm going to guess that are on your list.
I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I've got 8.
Okay, well, I know what your number one is with a bullet. Hot Frosty. Has to be Hot Frosty.
Did not make my list, but
okay.
I did watch at least half of Hot Frosty.
Your actual number one is Anora.
Yeah, I did love Anora.
I've got First Omen down for you.
No, I haven't seen it.
Okay. Abigail?
Yes, loved Abigail.
Fall Guy?
No.
Okay. Did you like it, though?
I didn't mind it.
Yep,
yeah.
Cool. Maxine?
Yes, that was on my list.
Trap?
I really liked Trap, but it didn't make my list. But I did, despite what everyone said, I liked it.
Yeah, I did too. What about Substance?
No, I didn't put that on my list. Although I did enjoy it.
Okay, 3 more to go. Smile 2?
No.
Heretic?
No, though I did enjoy both of those films.
And then A Complete Unknown?
Yeah, that's
okay.
on there.
Excellent. What else you got?
So Carry On.
Yep.
I enjoyed that film.
That was really good. That's a Christmas one too.
Yeah.
Yes.
Love Lies Bleeding I really enjoyed.
Yeah.
And Riddle of Fire.
Okay, never saw that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, was it good?
It was a myth
Was
one.
it good? It's on your fucking top.
It was actually my top film. I think it would have beat out Anora as my number one.
Yeah.
But because I saw it at MIF the year prior, it was actually on my previous year's list.
Yeah.
But Riddle of Fire is definitely my favourite of the bunch. It's great.
All right, now have a crack at mine.
Yeah, now Civil War.
Yeah, that's in there.
Horizon.
Definitely.
Monkey Man.
No.
Longlegs.
No.
Thelma.
No. How good's that though?
The Substance.
Nope.
And then Ricky Stenicki, which I already know is not on there. Imaginary.
No. That really, I'm the only person that really liked that one.
I knew it was one of those ones.
Yeah.
Godzilla vs. Kong.
Nope.
Beverly Hills Cop, Axel F.
Absolutely. Yes, that's in there. I reckon Godzilla Kong was in last year's list, though.
It's incredibly possible.
Yeah.
Megalopolis.
No.
Or was it The Architect I was thinking of?
No,
anyway,
you're thinking of The Brutalist.
The Brutalist,
That's
yeah.
in there.
That's in there. A Complete Unknown.
Yep. Not bad.
Smile 2.
Yes.
Force of Nature.
No, I really didn't like that one.
Right.
I just pretended to because I interviewed the director.
Right. And yeah. Because you liked the first one, though.
I love the first one.
Drive,
and I'm looking forward to the third one.
And Memoir of a Snail.
No, but I did love that. I reckon that was in last year's list.
Yeah.
No, so I had Late Night with the Devil. Had Asphalt City, which is the ambulance one with Sean Penn. It's like
for some reason in my head that was a Wes Anderson movie, and I was like, yeah, no.
No, that's Asteroid City.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, no, this one, it's like, Scorsese's Bringing Out the Dead. Nicolas Cage, it's like that.
Right.
Really good. Civil War, Horizon. I'm waiting for Horizon 2. Like, come on.
Yeah.
Beverly Hills Cop 4, The Killer, the David Fincher film.
Oh, okay. The Netflix one.
Yeah, because I think I watched that after the fact, after last year's list. A couple of these in the Asphalt City as well. Strange Darling.
Yeah, okay.
Loved that one. That was really clever. Smile 2. Y2K. As you know, I only watched that for the first time this year. I wish I'd watched it last year. It would have made my top 10. The Brutalist. Like the 4-hour film, The Brutalist. I can't wait to go back and watch that again. I've just got to find that time. Yeah. I mean, I can binge a whole TV show.
I still haven't watched Kings of the Road, the Wim Wenders film, because it's 4 hours.
Yeah.
And I keep going, next time I'm on holiday.
Yeah, but also, like, you come saying, like, I just found this new series. I've watched all 8 episodes. Like, you've had the time.
Yeah, but it's
different.
It's different.
Yeah. And I had A Complete Unknown and Furiosa.
Oh, okay.
Furiosa was impressive to me.
Oh, look, I'm sure that Furiosa was on my top 10 when we actually did it.
Yeah. And I've rewatched it. It holds up the second time. No, yeah.
Yeah.
I want to watch them in reverse order. I want to do Furiosa and then Fury Road because you know how it loops around.
Yeah.
I reckon that'd be an interesting watch. I've got something to do this weekend.
Yeah.
This week I'm off work.
So we can do it. We can do all the things we've always wanted to do but didn't have time.
And we'll report back on the next episode.
Yeah. Let's see what the Boneheads
okay.
come up with.
Welcome to Bonehead Weekly Fun Size, and my wig is starting to come off. Need to work on my toupee, gentlemen. We are talking about, this is our last one for the year, 2024, which was the best year of ever. Yes, it was, I don't know. It's hard for me to pick one out this year.
It was a good year, actually. I had to say that there was a lot of good films, but I have just one clear, definitive choice for me.
And what is it, Chad?
It's Hundreds of Beavers. I've watched that movie several times from 2025. It still brings me joy every time I watch it. I brought at Thanksgiving dinner this year, like everybody was talking and I was sitting in a corner. I just turned on Hundreds of Beaver and watched it in silence and was just absolutely thrilled with it.
So you ignored your family
and stared at a TV with no sound. Yep.
So it was pretty much every holiday.
Yeah, it's just my introverted nature.
Or Tuesdays.
There's a couple I can go with, but I'm going to go with one that I just appreciate, and it's of that genre of films of hyperviolence, but this one has a little bit more to it, I think. And I'm not knocking hyperviolence; I'm all for it. But I'm going to go with Monkey Man.
Really?
Yeah, I think I will. There's another one, probably the one that my backup is the one that you probably were thinking. But
yeah,
Monkey Man's it's a lot of fun.
I still haven't watched it. Every time I go to, that's another one I go to watch and just don't do. I don't know why.
Is it because you hate all things I enjoy?
No,
he hates fun. We've been over this 100 times.
Oh, of the three of us, I like fun the most, but nobody too. I need to finish it.
Yeah, it's good. Sharon Stone's good.
I just got to Sharon Stone.
Yeah. Yeah, that's some of the most fun she's ever been in a film, and I'll argue that point with anyone. But yeah, Monkey Man is just it's another one of those vengeance films. It's got so much to do with class and power and all of that stuff that you could do a really deep analysis, or you could just watch people get the living daylights beat out of them.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and then actually one of the most fun times I had with 2024, which I was kind of that James didn't pick it. I didn't think Chad would, but I mean, we had a blast with Long Legs.
Yeah. No, it was my backup.
We had Chinese afterwards, as I recall, and I kept screaming "Hail Satan,"
which is once again, Nicolas Cage screamed that in 2 2024 movies. Let's not forget that.
What is your honorable mentions? I have one.
I didn't even look up my honorable mentions just because Hundreds of Beavers made such an impact on me that it was my clear number one.
Can I then I'll go with mine. This was a really good movie that I had zero expectations for, and I watched it streaming later, which I end up doing most of the time with most of these anyways, is Conclave. I love the ending. It's good. It's just a solid movie. It's just
too bad that wouldn't happen in real life though, unfortunately.
Oh yeah, well, shit. I don't know anything about politics of the Catholic religion, but I just really enjoyed the movie. It's just a good picture. It's well acted, well directed, well written. It's just you can watch it with the kids.
Mm-hmm.
James, honorable mention.
No, I mean Long Legs was right up there. You've already said it, though. I mean, it was a good year for movies, but those are the two that jump out to me: was Monkey Man and Long Legs. So you covered it.
This has been Bonehead Weekly Fun Size signing off for this year.
And Hail Satan.
Hail Satan.
Do you want to make the sound effect, Glenn? There we go. It's movie battle time. Now, this was your choice, so why don't you...
All right. Well, I mean, it's pretty obvious. These are Office Christmas Party. Boom. The Night Before, boom. So just two comedies. Like one's a stoner comedy, one's a party comedy. I just thought they were very fitting. They came one year after the other, so it was a good time. And I didn't realize until just a few days ago that this is also a Gillian Bell double feature. Yeah. So it works out quite well. Both films, when I saw at the cinemas, I had a great time. I laughed my ass off at both. I've watched them again in the last 7 days. Also laughed my ass off in both. However, there is a distinct winner that came out at the end of it.
Yeah.
Just for one very simple reason we'll get to soon. But do you like either of these or both? Or
well, the funny thing is, I saw The Night Before. I did not like it when not that I disliked it. Yeah. I just didn't like it. When I saw it theatrically.
Yep.
And I avoided Office Christmas Party.
Okay.
For whatever reason.
Yeah.
I didn't see it. So watching these again, at first I wasn't going to watch The Night Before again. I was like, I already know I don't like it. I'm not going to. But then literally this morning I woke up at 4 o'clock for some reason.
Yeah.
I was like, what else am I going to do? I'll put this on. I literally was laughing out loud multiple times. Yes. I really enjoyed it. And Office Christmas Party, I really enjoyed as well. So
Office Christmas Party is Office Space meets Project X.
Yeah.
And to me, like, it's non-stop hilarity. Like, every single beat, you got maybe 5 minutes of exposition at the start, and then the party kicks off, and it's a the DJ character sets it off.
I love it. He's like, I got a friend who's a DJ. And he turns up and it's him. Of course it's him.
That's right. One thing that I realized watching it now is, like, we've always considered TJ Miller to be like TV's Ryan Reynolds, right?
Yeah.
Only now watching it, I appreciate TJ Miller so much more than Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah. I love TJ Miller as Ehrlich in Silicon Valley is possibly one of the greatest TV characters of all time.
Yeah.
But he's also great as a likable, like he's incredibly unlikable as Ehrlich Bachman. He's incredibly likable in this. Oh, he's a great guy. And
he
you're
is.
like, I just really like TJ Miller.
I just want to hang out with him.
Yeah.
And there's a scene
I'm
when...
not cool enough to hang out with TJ Miller, but I'd love to.
When the guy they're trying to woo over from the company...
Courtney B. Vance.
That's right.
Head-turning, like a star-making performance.
So there's a character... Well, it's actually Kate McKinnon's character accidentally puts cocaine into the snowblower, and it blows straight into his face. And then from that moment on, the party's off. But from that moment, the first scene you get is him and TJ Miller on the dance floor in slow motion, sweaty. Yeah. And that's where TJ Miller shines. It's so funny.
Literally.
Yeah, it's so funny. There's a subplot towards the final act where character gets kidnapped and they have to go looking for it. I think that kind of lets the story down a bit. I would have been happy if it was just all Office Party.
All Office Party. I actually I do like that part.
Yeah.
But yeah, I completely understand what you're saying. It is...
It's unnecessary. TJ Miller gets kidnapped.
Yeah, they didn't have to... But he doesn't really. He goes with them willingly. He doesn't know he's been kidnapped. Yeah. It's like Commandant Lassard in Police Academy 5.
That's right.
He just doesn't get it. He's just like, yeah. He's having a great time.
Look, I mean, for once, like, Justin Bateman's not the star of the show. He's good in it.
No. And he's like, once again, he's a straight man.
He steps aside and lets everyone else have the fun. Yeah. I think Jennifer Anderson's fantastic in it. Like, really good.
Yeah, her character has a great arc.
Yeah.
And she's great.
Kate McKinnon's fantastic. Like, everyone's good in it.
I feel like it's the first time I've seen Kate McKinnon in a film where they've used her to perfection. Yeah. Like, she is perfectly cast as the straight-laced
HR
person who then kind of comes around is hilarious.
Drops the shroud.
Yeah. And I'm going to send you that insurance. Send you the thing for the insurance, okay?
My mother taught me a song to sing when I'm feeling like, bent up or whatever, and she just bouts out this weird fucking tune. I'm not going to do it. But then you got A Night Before, which is about four mates that have made a pact to spend every Christmas Eve together after the death of one of their parents, and it's gotten to the point they've all grown up and matured and had families and careers, and they don't really want to do it anymore. So it's their final hurrah. Yeah. This movie... Yeah, I laughed out loud the first time. Second time I had my wife next to me, we were in stitches this time, particularly Seth Rogen. I think it's about as good as Seth Rogen gets.
Yeah.
And he's tripping out the whole time. He's just
tripping balls the whole time.
But he's aware he's tripping balls.
Yeah.
And then even Mandy Kaling, when she drinks his fucking blood cocktail.
His Coke blood.
Yeah, that's right. And I think, and Michael Shannon, oh my
it's great.
God. Not only is Michael Shannon hilarious and fantastic, but... The turnaround of his character arc and what he is the best part of the film.
The best part of it. Yeah. No, but I like his part where he's like, people take my slow, intense demeanor to be somewhat threatening or whatever it is. It's like a perfect summation of his entire career.
That's right. And look, to me, between these two, I think A Night Before wins by a whisker simply because it's got that wholesome aspect to it. It's got a Christmas Carol, It's a Wonderful Life type of message behind it.
Yeah.
Office Christmas Party is just about partying and getting high.
See, for me, it's the other way around.
Okay.
For me, it's Office Christmas Party wins.
Yep.
And I don't know if it's because I don't know if I like Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Oh yeah, fair enough.
Which is like. I like the idea of him, but then when he's in stuff, I'm like, I wish it was someone else.
Yeah, I kind of think he played this role really well, though.
No, look, the movie is legitimately good. Like, I completely revised my opinion of it.
Yeah.
I'm like, but it would have been even better had it been someone else. I've got a lot of time for Lizzie Kaplan. Yeah. She's definitely, she's the perfect dream, perfectly cast.
Yep.
Gillian Bell is great as
the wife, Seth Rogen's wife, that gives him all the drugs.
All the drugs, yeah, because she's about to have a baby and they've been so tamped down. He's like, now just go and let loose,
and then he rocks up to a church.
Yeah, and Anthony Mackie is great. I feel like this is very similar to there's that movie and it's got a different name here than it has overseas, but it's what's his name from High School Musical?
Zac Efron.
Zac Efron. I can't remember any of their names, but only the movie, the Black Panther villain.
Oh yeah,
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah.
And Miles Teller. And Imogen Poots is one of the love interests.
That's not 21 and over. No.
No. Although it's another in that string of Miles Teller, great Miles Teller.
He was in Project X as well.
Yeah, bit part movies.
In fact, he could have played the Joseph Gordon-Levitt character.
He would have been fucking phenomenal. It would have been like Two Night Stand again.
Yeah. Go on, look him up. Is it just me, or did Seth Rogen essentially play Matt O'Neill in that movie? Did you pick up on that watching it too?
It's called That Awkward Moment.
Yeah, I haven't seen that one. I might know the poster.
It's great.
Yeah, I do know the poster.
But I don't think here...
It's a generic poster like every other.
I don't think it's called That Awkward Moment here. It had another name.
That's all right. We'll figure it out. I'll put it on the screen when we do. That awkward moment when we're both looking up.
Looking it up, yeah.
I definitely had a different name here. It was... Bum, bum, bum.
Are we officially dating?
No, I think it did have that title here. Isn't this interesting? Anyhow,
it's a weird one, but look, Imogen Poots. Everything about that movie is great. I really loved it, and that's what The Night Before actually feels like. And I think this is way out. This is 2014.
Yep.
I don't know when's The Night Before. It's actually the year after.
2015. Yeah. Are we officially dating?
Maybe that's it, yeah.
That might be what it was called.
Yeah, it's definitely more of a Zac Efron kind of story and the other two friends, but they all go through similar kind of life journeys, similar to what happens in The Night Before.
I have this movie on my shelf. It's got a way different poster in Australia where they're walking through the park.
It looks like Sidewalks in New York, the poster.
Anyway, the other one looks like Horrible Bosses. Okay.
Yeah.
Anyway. Fucking hell.
But it does actually, I will say The Office Christmas Party really makes me want to go and watch Horrible Bosses.
Yeah. It just makes me want to do like a Project X Office Christmas Party double, I just love really good loud party music with slow motion scenes of just people in debaucherous kind of positions.
But it actually has made me want to watch like more Jennifer Aniston movies because I've kind of really gotten tired of her post Friends.
Yeah.
And every now and then she pops up in this stuff and you're just like, she's fucking great.
Office Space.
Yeah, she's great in Office. Yeah. Leprechaun. Like so many great movies that she's in. Where the Millers. She's great in Where the Millers. Leprechaun. She's great in Leprechaun. She's the one who figures out that you throw the shoes at him.
So this is a tie. This might be the most fun battle we've had in a long time, I think.
I'm glad you made me watch these again, or for the first time.
I almost didn't revisit Office Christmas Party because I thought I had it in my head enough, and I'm like, no, I'll watch it again. And once again, I did that this morning, just like you did. We just went the opposite way. And but no, Night Before just for me because it's just got that message of Christmas spirit.
It's more adult. It's got more of a proper film vibe, whereas you're right. Office Christmas Party is just more of a nutso, and then that
extreme like wide shot with the entire building and the two floors full of party.
It's just gone way too far. But they just landed a 14. They just discovered a new kind of internet, so they can afford it. They can afford to have trashed the entire building.
You can log into the internet via a light bulb, apparently.
Yeah. Alrighty, Glenn. All good things must come to an end.
This is it. This is the end of the year for us.
The end of the year for us, and it's time for our very last rapid fire, not so rapid fire recommendations. Why
have we not called it that since the start?
Why don't you kick things off?
All right. So I wanted to end the year with a Hallmarky kind of movie.
Lovely.
A Christmas Hallmarky Lifetime sort of.
I was actually going to say when we were talking about 2024, and I always like to choose a movie from the year that we're doing as my recommendations. Yeah. I realized how many Hallmark Christmas movies I had. I was like, I can't recommend any of these.
Well, I ended up finding one that it reeked of Hallmark Christmas movie, and then when I watched it, I realized this is actually like a proper theatrical type of film. Like, I would have happily watched this at the cinemas. It's called Your Christmas or Mine, right? And it's from 2022, and then in 2023 they did Your Christmas or Mine 2. Right. Same cast returned. I mean, I must have a mental illness though, because
yes.
How do you explain this? Right, I've seen this thumbnail for the last few years on my screen, and I've always gone, "Oh god, that looks shit." But this time, I saw there's a part 2. I'm like, well, I must go back and I must watch number 1, and that's got to be a really bad character flaw for sure. Anyway,
it's on brand, I believe.
I was all in. It's on Amazon Prime. Really, really, really glad I watched this. It's fantastic, and it's not Hallmarky at all. It's directed by Jim O'Halloran, who did the new Fackham Hall. The new Jimmy.
I was wondering if it was British.
Yeah. And it stars Asa Butterfield, who you might know, the kid from Hugo and Ender's Game and a few other things, and he's really good. His romantic co-star is Cora Kirk. It's got Daniel Mays, who's like in everything like Stephen Graham was back in the day. He's the main guy in Line of Duty, that British cop show.
Okay.
Yep. He's in a lot of crime films as well. It's got David Bradley, the old timer from Harry Potter that's also in like Afterlife. He played Ricky Gervais's dad in that, and he was in Broadchurch. He's the go-to old guy in England. It's got
he plays Doctor Who in Adventures in Space and Time.
That's right. Yeah. It's got Alex Jennings, who's that sort of uppity posh guy from Lady in the Van and The Crown. He's fantastic. The story is really fun. It starts on a weird note. It feels like it starts with the end scene of a movie, right, where they're saying goodbye at the airport type of thing. It's these two young lovers that met at university, and they can't bear to be apart, but they've got to hop on separate trains and go home for Christmas. And they get on the train, and then both at the exact same time decide, I want to go with the other. So they hop back on the other train, and they both end up at each other's Christmases. So he ends up at her family, and she ends up at his. And that's the gist of the movie. And then they're snowed in, so they can't get back. And so they've got to just sort of adapt to this new lifestyle. Yeah. He comes from British royalty, essentially. His father's a duke. She comes from a middle-class family. The dad is a ice cream van driver.
Okay.
But it is just a really wonderful dynamic. It's very funny. The production value is incredible. I'm like, this is theatrical. Why is this just going straight to streaming? I don't know. That's the name. Your Christmas or Mine is that's the problem here, right? But it makes sense when you watch it. And then, of course, I did watch part 2. And similar kind of thing. Both families, spoiler alert, end up being friends, and families, go on this vacation in part 2. But they get on the wrong bus. One family gets on that bus, then they go. So the poor family ends up at the swank hotel, and the rich family ends up at the poor hotel. And that's the switcheroo in this one.
Yeah.
It's fun too. It's not as good as the first one, but it's worth a look. Both are. But if you're like me and you only watch Christmas movies at Christmas time, you've only got a few days left to get those in. Otherwise, bank them for next year.
Yeah, couple of days.
Beautiful.
I unfortunately did not stick to the Christmas theme for my recommendations.
You're wearing a hat.
I'm literally wearing a hat. But like I said, there were too many. It was all I just watched too many Hallmark movies in 2024. There wasn't really much in the way of Christmas movies left for me to talk about.
Do you remember I bought that Danielle Steele box set?
Yes.
I don't think there's a single Christmas movie in there.
No, I don't think Danielle Steele believed in Christmas.
It's a real shame.
But I did. There were so many movies, good, potentially great movies in 2024 that I hadn't seen. I was really struggling to pick, and I had the ones I had intellectually decided that's what I'm going to watch. I didn't watch. I just randomly just went, look, I've had this one in the back of my head for ages.
Okay,
I'm just going to fucking watch it.
Right,
and it's called My Dead Friend Zoe.
Oh, okay.
Which is directed by Kyle Houseman Stokes, I should say. It stars Sonequa Martin Green. Nellie Morales is Zoe.
Mm-hmm.
Ed Harris pops up in it, and Morgan Freeman. But they've let Morgan Freeman keep his earrings in, which is very upsetting to watch.
It's really upsetting.
It's a really good movie. Sonequa Martin Green is basically playing a Gulf War vet who is dealing with post-traumatic stress syndrome over the death of her kind of best friend who was there with her.
Yeah.
And she's got into some kind of incident which they don't really ever talk about, but she's now has to court order to attend these group kind of therapy sessions, but she's incredibly resistant about it. She doesn't want to tell anyone what her what happened or anything like that. And basically what her thing is that she sees like her friend Zoe is still there with her, and they have conversations. She's everywhere she goes, but Zoe's dead set against her not telling anyone about her, because if you tell anyone about her, then that's it.
Yeah.
So she's kind of stuck in this thing. And then her grandfather, played by Ed Harris, is they've all, it's an army family or a Marine family. So he's a Vietnam vet, and he's starting to develop dementia, and her mother wants to move him into a home, but he lives in this kind of country house, very independent.
Yeah.
So she sends kind of Sonequa over to kind of basically distract him while the realtor comes in and prepares the house for sale and all this kind of stuff. And it's just about kind of them both, and he's like, my day we didn't have post-traumatic stress, we just got spat on when we came home, and all the this kind of stuff. But they both have this trauma that they're kind of dealing with.
Yeah, your favorite.
My favorite thing is trauma, but this movie is actually about the trauma. It's not. Yeah. They're not just using that as a subplot to make a person interesting.
Yeah.
But yeah, look, it's pretty light, pretty funny.
Cool.
But it also has some kind of touching moments that I've only seen Sonequa Martin Green in kind of supporting roles in other things. She's great. Nellie Morales, probably most well known from Parks and Rec as Thingo's girlfriend.
Cool.
Is great. Yeah, and Morgan Freeman is the head of the therapy thing. He's the kind of vet in charge of it. So yeah, fantastic. The other thing I saw that I do briefly want to talk about, that it just happened to be a 2024 movie, but we mentioned it earlier because I saw the new movie that came out this year, and you were very curious as to what I thought about the first one, which you did not like, and it is Drive Away Dolls.
Ah, yes.
Or Drive Away
Hang on, no, you keep saying that. I did like.
Oh, I thought you didn't like the first one. You liked
No, I like them both.
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
I just like the second one more.
Right.
Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
I was, because there was a lot of hate going. There is a lot of hate for Drive Away Dolls.
Yeah.
But yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, that's right.
I thought it was great.
Now, you got to tell me, there's something really mysterious about Drive Away Dolls that I haven't gone back for a second viewing. I need to. Pedro Pascal.
Yep. Great cameo.
Yeah. Is it only in the first 5 minutes?
Yeah, and he's in the first 5 minutes, but then he's...
I have seen it. The reason I ask is because the media screening I went to, right, the train was delayed, so I came into the cinema just after the first or second scene. Like, I hate walking into movies late, but I walked in maybe 5 minutes late, and I had to try to play catch up. At no point do I remember him being in the fucking movie.
Yeah, no, he's in it for 2 minutes at the start, and then he's the head in the box.
Yes, right.
That's it.
Yeah, so it's those 2 minutes at the start that I missed, and I'm like, why is he on the fucking poster? Why is everyone talking about Pedro Pascal?
Yeah, and if you don't know that, when you look at his severed head, because you only see the severed head as it rolls out of the box, and you don't really get a good look at it, you wouldn't know that it was him.
At this point in time, when I saw it, I didn't know he was in it, right? So that head could have been... I knew the character, who it was. I didn't know who the actor was. And then when I went home and I looked it up, I'm like, Pedro Pascal's on the fucking poster. What?
Yeah, it's a complete misinformation.
But I do feel like this Drive Away Dolls, which I much prefer Drive Away Dykes, like it's a better title, and Honey Don't, the first two of a trilogy, such a great like Coen adjacent. If you need a fix while the Coen brothers are doing their fucking hiatus thing, these are the elixir.
They're pretty good.
It's a good little fix. To have.
And look, Honey Don't, I think is a better film.
Yeah,
but it's a more serious film,
and I prefer Margaret Qualley in it.
Yeah,
to the first one.
She's better when she says less.
Yeah,
although she is good as the motor mouth in this, and has a great character. And the other, I really like that Geraldine Viswanathan, who plays the weird kind of repressed girl.
Yeah.
And it makes me want to go, because she was also in that that movie where it's all the kids losing their kind of at prom, and they're all going to lose their virginity, and the parents all band together to kind of stop them. And John Cena's one of the parents, and
not cock blockers.
Yeah,
cock blockers. Yeah.
And it makes me want to go because she's like, and I was like, I'm going to need to watch Cock Blockers again because I don't remember her in it.
Yeah,
and she's great in this.
Yeah,
as is Beanie Feldstein. She's really good. Always good to see Joey Slotnick in a film, and he's hilarious in this. Common.
Domingo.
Matt Damon, he's in it for about 10 minutes, and his claim to fame is that he's got a magnificent cock.
That's right. I feel like both these movies, right, are really good moments from actual Coen Brothers movies that have been developed into their own little things. Because the Coleman stuff, when he walks into the shop, as the heavy and all that, I'm like, this could have been a scene from a Coen Brothers movie.
Yeah, it's like straight out of Fargo.
Yeah, absolutely. It's the whole William H. Macy kind of dynamic, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Great stuff anyway, but cool.
Well, that's it, mate.
That is it. Well, I want to do a couple of thank yous. Firstly, thank you, Ben.
Oh.
Another year. You've been with me every single step of the way, and it's no small thing delivering this show every single week, so I do appreciate you.
And I do the least part of it.
I want to thank the Boneheads as well, because once again, every single week without fail, they deliver a segment.
They deliver.
Those guys are full-time educators. Like, they have
real jobs,
busy lives, and so I appreciate that. On top of that, they have their own show, Bonehead Weekly, so go and check that out. Fergus Hulbert, who's been taking care of our TikTok this year, massive thanks. He's been in on the show a couple of times, on the show in the desk for sure. I want to thank my wife Melissa for letting us hijack her Friday nights every single week, because what you don't know, what you do know, is that we record this on a Friday night. But my wife is also home, and she keeps quiet for us. And
we rabbit on. Like, the show is a tight hour and a half, when the recording is a tight 3 hours.
She doesn't have to do that, but she does. I love her, and I thank her for that. Thanks to all the guests that we've had, particularly those that have been in the studio this year. I can't name them all because I forgot. Well, I don't want to start naming, and if I forget one, then I'm going to disappoint somebody.
Yeah, who's been who's actually come in?
I can name a few. Let's try, and I apologise if we miss anyone. Matt O'Neill.
Yep.
Kate Fitzpatrick.
Yep.
Fergus Hulbert.
Yep.
Is that it?
Yeah, I think did Melzy come in for an episode?
No, not this year. Not this year. If I've missed anybody, apologies. I think. Oh, Glenn Triggs.
Glenn Triggs did come in, yes.
Glenn Triggs came in. See, I could easily forget somebody. We may have had more. Anyway,
I think it was a bit. It was less than I think we I'm getting it mixed up with last year. Like, I know we had Matthew Holmes last year, and we had
that's right.
We had some other people, but also a big thank you to Jarrett Garn, who's thanks to the fact that he's had a lovely baby daughter, has gone down to once a month. But even that once a month it's a doozy. It's a hefty amount of work that he does for your benefit.
And we've increased that bit that he does. It went from being like a fairly short weekly segment to a long monthly one. And he's so much more informed on these things than we are. So, we couldn't do it.
No.
Absolutely. So just thank you to everybody that's Brody Kane, #1 supporter. Anyone that's dropped us comments and private messages along the way, really appreciate it. We will be back for this bonus episode where we're going to recap the year that was 2025.
2025.
That's why we ended on 2024 now, so we have time to do a whole episode dedicated to that.
If Glenn had his way, we would have done it by now, but I require that 5 days between Christmas and New Year's. That's where I do all my catching up for the movies that came out the year.
I thought you were going to reveal my fuck up.
No. No, I need that 5 days. That's where I do most of my, although I still miss a bunch, because at the end I just go, I just want to watch what I want.
And as we've proven now, next year we won't remember any of them.
No.
That's how it is.
Not a clue.
But Merry Christmas to everybody. Hope you have a safe one. Happy New Year, all that kind of stuff. We'll be back first week of March next year to do all of this all over again. Maybe a few changes in store. We do and don't know at the same time.
Yeah.
What they will be. Anything else you want to
add? No, although I think next year I will be going overseas again, so that's going to be some interesting Zooms. Last time I didn't let the overseas stop me from phoning into the show every week.
From your Fritzl room?
From my Fritzl room. It was great.
Well, that'll be interesting.
That'll be some fun.
You might have to do a roving reporter over there.
Yeah. Although the funny thing is, last year I think I did it. I went to the Cannes Film Festival. I think I saw 2 films or 3 films at the festival. So I was like, I'm really no good at actually doing a report from all of the great things I've seen because I haven't seen anything. All I got to do really was stand in front of the Indiana Jones and Dial of Destiny big street poster thing, and that was it. That was as close as I got to any of those. You have to bring a tux if you want to go into any of those things. I'm not dragging because that's only one. It's the small part of my holiday. I'm not dragging a tux all over Europe just so I can go see one film that I'll get a preview screening of when it comes out here.
You need one of those tuxedo T-shirts.
I mean, imagine being that kind of arsehole where you go, oh, no, I'm not going to that. I saw it in Cannes.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not going to do that. I'm not that guy.
No.
And to be honest with you, when I'm overseas, the last thing I want to do is spend time in a dark cinema.
That's right. Well, unless it's a porno.
Unless it's a porno.
Yeah. All right, Merry Christmas, mate.
Merry Christmas.